Coach, a good start for your team in this game. Good start in that third quarter. Lakers kind of apply more defensive pressure. What kind of challenge was that to handle? Yeah,
I mean, that certainly hurt us a little bit. Some turnovers, carelessness, and trying to play in a crowd as well under that pressure. We struggled to score. I thought the game was we struggled to score. Our head got down, and then we didn't get back in transition a few times. That's old habits we can't allow have come up right now. So.
And Anthony Davis was an issue the last meeting. How difficult was he to contain?
You saw it. I mean, he kicked their ass in every way possible, on the glass, in the post, in the mid post, at the nail. He was playing at a super high level right now, and it was hard. Obviously, really hard to contain him.
Chris, that stretch in the third where you just couldn't buy a bucket.
Yeah.
I mean, what did you see happening there? With J-Mac and it just seems like the wrong shooters at the wrong time, or how? I
think those were clean open looks. Maybe he could have driven a couple more of those and kicked them out again, but we needed one of those to go down. You can't get shy in that moment. Obviously, both he and TP really struggled from the 3-point line tonight. They were a collective 2 for 9. I guess 1 for 10. Yeah. So, desperately needed a little bit more from our bench as well. You got to stay aggressive.
You guys have been playing so hard and so with intensity. Was it tonight one of those nights where it didn't seem like you could match theirs, at least defensively?
No, I mean, I don't think it was an intensity. I thought maybe there was a little physicality. I thought they were a little bit more physical than us. They got a lot of 50-50 balls, offensive rebounds in the first half, which I didn't think we fared well for us. So.
You have a bunch of guys dealing with the illness or a bug. Is that wreaking havoc right now, or is they just got to play through that?
All credit to those guys for trying to play, but again, we've been here before. No one's going to feel sorry for us. We got to pick ourselves up. We got 4 to play, and we got to go back on the march.
Chris, I know you mentioned the lack of 3-point shooting from some of the bench players. What's the best way to generate offense in the second unit now that Nas isn't there?
We got to get back to moving the ball, man. The ball's just sticky. We just kind of not playing out of any concepts or any flow. And I think that's when we're best. We get caught calling too many plays right now, trying to direct the offense this way, direct the offense that way, get somebody going who hasn't been going. I mean, sometimes you got to go get yourself going. You got to go get an offensive rebound. You got to get something in transition. You got to make a cut. You got to get to the free throw line and play with more force. I think tonight I was just as guilty of it, trying to get these guys going. And the guys that had it going early were the guys that, were playing in the flow. So.
Any chance guys trying to gut through illness is getting other guys sick?
Listen, we've all lived through COVID. We know what that looks like when it comes to communicable diseases. These locker rooms are kind of breeding grounds for this, but we're trying to do the best we can.
And then did it feel like, obviously there was a rough shooting stretch in the middle of the third, but did desperation kind of lead to some bad offense in the fourth, or maybe just guys trying to fix it themselves?
Yeah, I think guys trying to fix it themselves, trying to step up and take on the whole defense. They sell out in the gaps. They sell out at the rim. Maybe the kickouts, they weren't going in, so guys were trying to force their way through traffic, but you got to keep making the right play, so.
You're definitely a flow-oriented coach. When Mike is on the way he is, how much does that contribute both to the flow but also to some sort of organization that kind of helps people when they're kind of being stayed?
Mike gets all of his stuff in playing out of the flow. Obviously he has the ball in his hands early and often. And I think we tried to get the ball to Anthony early in our offense. They did a good job of denying him. He's got to work a little harder to get it. He's got to play with more force. He's got to set up his man off the ball. Mike was great. I think, but again, he just reads the game and take what they give you, which is how we all should be playing like that a little bit more.